She's happy with that. That's the personal best, I think, for Spiegelberg. Personal best 4:56, and she's the first one clear at that height also.
Monica Purek, also attempting 4:56. This is so. Just put some torque on her hands. The grip, of course, so important, the pole vault. So Spiegelberg, first one clear at 4:56. Murat clear at 4:51, but failed this in a first attempt. Chevy confirmed as winner of the 3,000 meters in a personal best time 7:33.42 ahead of the Larney and Yusuf D. Watts, back in third place. So Purek, bar 4:56, her first attempt. Can she join Sophie Spiegelberg? Yes, she can. Spiegelberg, personal best at this height. Derek still has some way to go. You can see what a good clearance that was. She's done 4:75 this year. Silver medalist at the European Championships, national record holder for Poland. Always battling with her countrywoman, Rogowska.
Event. French champion.
Good performance.
In lane 4. Trained by the great Anya Garcia, the European champion.
Wow, it was a late callback, and I was going to say a terrific start from Roble, maybe a little bit too terrific. It might be the young Cuban who got the flyer in 5. Let's take another look. There's a little bit of a rock in lane 7 as well from Wignall, but I think that it might be Roble who's been given the false start.
And this time they do go, and a good start from Trammell, who heads Roble as they near the halfway stage. Trammell wallops one of the hurdles, and the young Cuban's ahead. Roble looks as though he's going to win this one. He's coming away. This is really impressive hurdling. Roble wins it in second place. Well, it was close, but he wins it in 13.14 with a very slight following wind, 0.2 metres per second, but excellent hurdling. And remember, this young man is just 19 years old.
Not too sure that Alan would like to be told that he was yesterday's goods, but we will see. Alan Johnson, one of the most likeable guys on the circuits, and there's confirmation of the result here in Monaco, though. Deron Roble winning it in 13.14, a tenth of a second.
Back to the high jump with only 2 men left in it. Silnov had a clear card up until the last height, 2:31, where he took 3 attempts, whereas Stefan Holm cleared it on his first attempt. Now they both have 2 failures at this 2:33. Silnov, though, he has 1 failure. That was his second attempt, and he goes clear. So he takes the lead from Holm. Stefan Holm has 1 more attempt at this height. Wonderful flowing high jumper.
Here's the lineup for the 1500. Tris Mazuzzi will get lots of support, the Frenchman, who's starting off in the 3rd lane. Alex Kipchurch here, very talented athlete, number 7 African champion at both 800 and 1500, and Ivan Heshko as the royal family watches on and the guests of honour. Could be a really good race, this one. And away they go. World record also stands to Hicham Garouge. Always some bumping and barging, and the Brazilian De Souza almost fell there, right at the back of the field. But the fancied runners staying out of the danger zone. And Heshko is straight away right up there in contention. So too going well is Kipchirchir, and the pacemakers lead them away. And let's look again at the way in which, well, I think he just clipped the heels of one of the athletes in front of him, almost ran into the back of one of the athletes, did D'Souza, but he survives, and Kimatai leads them around. Kipchirchir in third place. As Kipchirchir, Alex Kipchirchir, the African champion, the man who pulled off one of the hardest doubles in sport, the 800 and the 1500, is now a long, long way clear, and this could be quick. If he can keep this one going, I think that Kemboy will be dropping out soon. It's going to be Kipchirchir against the clock. Shadrach Courier is leading the pursuing group, who was 7th in the African Championships, but he's fully 25 metres adrift, and Kemboy leads now from Kipchirchir, who has a little look over his shoulder, and he didn't need to do that. He could have looked up at the big video screen. The pursuit is on, and he's looking a little bit anxious as he looks over his shoulder. It's down to 15 metres, and Heshko in third place looks very strong, and they come down the straight now. And here comes Heshko. Kipchirchir, though, has got distance between him as the rest, and he's going to win it by 10 metres. And we look at the time, 3 minutes 32.09. That was a real tough man's way to win it, and Kipchirchir did it, and did it mighty impressively. Those last 300 metres hurt. You can see that hurt. Those last few seconds, but this is a great young talent. And as they go to Osaka and the World Championships next year, assuming he can get through the Kenyan trials, and that can always be a bit of an assumption because they've got so much talent.
This is back to the pole vault, women's pole vault. Mira, Javier Mira of Brazil. She's going very well here. Bar at 466, 461. She goes clear. Well, coming to the final stages now. Just 4 athletes left in this competition. Bar at 461. So we've seen Pirek go clear. And now Mura. And that is a new area record, a new South American record. Stefan Holm. Look back to the high jump competition. His last attempt at 233. It's not to be. So Silnov wins this competition. Holm is beaten.
Monica Pirek. However, this is an early attempt. A look back at her clearance at 461. Very smooth, very easy. She's had a clear cut, no failures. Into the competition at 451. Did that first time. 456 first time, now 461 first time. Silnov. So the bar has gone up to 2 minutes 37. That would be a world leading mark. So he's attempting this. Can he goes clear? Silnov. 236 at the European Championships. Now betters that. 237. And what a job this was. Great clearance. Look at the height he's got. Well, we knew at the European Championships he had some very close attempts at 241, and certainly that jump there, certainly capable of getting close to that 240, 241 mark. He was well over that bar.
400 metres next on the track, ahead of Ivan Heshko, and it was Mohamed Moustawi ran a personal best there, and Christopher Tyler, Michael Blackwood, LaShawn Merritt, there's Mark Rakil, Leslie Jaune, Alain Francis, Drissa Embark.
Here we go with the 400 metres. The stadium record stands at 43.96 to the great Michael Johnson. And in lane 4, Merritt is the early leader. He's swept past Rakil outside him. And Rakil has left huge amounts between himself and the American. And it is Merritt who's got a big, big advantage. Out in lane 7, Alain Francis might be his closest challenging. Tyler Christopher in lane 2 as well. But it's Merritt who leads this one. Outside him, improving is in lane 7, Alain Francisque, and in lane 3, look here at Blackwood. Michael Blackwood is pushing the American. Is he going to be able to be strong enough? But no, he's not. It's Merritt who comes home and wins this one ahead of Blackwood, 44.78. Merritt went off very, very quickly in the early stages, and Blackwood was able to run a great second bend and come back at him.
He came from well back at the halfway stage, ate into the lead of LeSean Merritt, but Merritt was stronger over the last 100. Blackwood takes second place, and out in lane 7, Alain Francisque, I think, just heading Tyler Christopher for third place. And the French heroes, Marc Raquil and Leslie Jaune, well beaten there, and the time confirmed for LeSean Merritt, one of 44.
3,000 metre steeplechase, the only track event still to come. Merritt winning in 44.78. Blackwood taking second, the Jamaican ahead of Alain Francisque, Tyler Christopher, and then the French, who the crowd had wanted to perform with distinction, couldn't quite do it. Leslie Jaune, Marc Raquil, Fabien Murat, the 7th South American record. So he's now looking for another one, the third attempt, of 4 meters and 66. For this, and she does clear. Well, what clearance that was. Fabien Murat, that's a second national record, second South American record of the day.
Well, this is really her day. With 2 national records. Is that going to be enough to hold off the challenge of Monica Purek? That's 2 meters and 40. Women's steeplechase about to come.
World record, for what it's worth, is 9:01.59 to Gulnara Samitova.
As well, the defeat of Lashinda Demas in the 400 hurdles, Sean Crawford winning the 100, Melissa Barber coming home ahead of Kim Gebert in the women's 100 metres, and now the 3,000 metre steeplechase, the last event on the track. And nobody, by the looks of it, too keen to take up the pace. And there's a bit of bumping and boring, almost casualties there, almost an athlete went down. It was number 7 who stumbled, Gladys Kemboy, 2004 World Junior Champion, down the field. But the early leader is Christine Johansson from Sweden. The personal best of 9:40.9, and she's looking to take the pace on for the rest of these athletes. This here Chiroto Kiptum up there in the pursuing group, at the forefront of that group. I'm glad to say that little Gladys Kemboy, just 19 years old. Meanwhile, back to the steeplechase, and that's Kiptum in the yellow vest, just ranging up alongside the leaders, the African champion. Number 9 there is Salome Chepchumba, who was 5th in the World Championships, another Kenyan, 23 years old, up on the shoulder of Chiruto, who may be the favourite to win this one. Tarova's up there prominent as well, but it's still Johansson, the pacemaker, as they go down the back straight. She's got a lead of about 10 metres there over the rest of this field. And Tarova's still up there, very much in contention, as they go through now with 5 laps to go. Number 11, Victoria Mitchell, who is 4th in the Commonwealth Games. She moves up into closer contention, running in the white headband.
Janowska going well. Kowalska takes closer order. Another Polish athlete. And there's Chepchumba as the pacemaker drops out, and now it's going to be Victoria Mitchell of Australia who wants to take it up.
And that's Bulgarian just preserved. There's a few sportsmen who'd like to have done that over the years. Yeah. Mitchell then for Australia by about a couple of metres as they go through this time with 4 laps to go.
Tarova is there as well from Belarus, the European champion. It looks as though it could be between them now. Tarova's 5th. And the trackside camera gets a good splashing as well.
As they go through now with 3 laps to go.
In third place, it's even over for Russia now, though, who leads the way. Tarova, the tall figure running in dark glasses, taking slightly closer order, the European champion.
Running very economically. She's not shouldered any of the pacemaking, whatever. Chepchumba is starting to lose touch at the back of that lead group. And now it looks as though they may be down to 3 as Ivanova takes them through with 2 laps to go. It's still a decent time.
And then comes Kiptum, and suddenly Tarova looks the stronger.
Who's going to be the stronger? This is where all the training pays. Who's going to be able to keep it together the better? Tarova looks as though she's going very easily indeed in second place. And suddenly a gap's open between Tarova and Kiptum. The 2 Kenyans have been run out of this. And this is Russia versus Belarus. This is Ivanova versus Tarova. And Tarova, for the first time now, ranges alongside Ivanova and takes the lead. It is, of course, tall athlete, the European champion, touches the accelerator, over the barrier she goes, and she has gone clear. She looks as though she's got this one in the bag. And this is the performance of an athlete who produced it when it mattered at Gothenburg at the European Championships. And here now is going superbly well. This is going to be a good time as well.
In fourth place, the gap opening. It's now 10 metres between her and her Kenyan teammate, Kiptum, the African champion, as they come around now for the water splash, for the penultimate time.
It's still Ivanova for Russia, who leads from the Belarusian, Tarova, then Kiptum.
Who's going to be the stronger? This is where all the training pays. Who's going to be able to keep it together the better? Tarova looks as though she's going very easily indeed in second place, and suddenly a gap's open between Tarova and Kiptum. The 2 Kenyans have been run out of this, and this is Russia versus Belarus. This is Ivanova versus Tarova, and Tarova for the first time now ranges alongside Ivanova and takes the lead. Tall athlete, the European champion, touches the accelerator, over the barrier she goes, and she has gone clear. She looks as though she's got this one in the bag, and this is the performance of an athlete who produced it when it mattered at Gothenburg at the European Championships, and here now is going superbly well. This is going to be a good time as well. 200 metres to go. She looks over her shoulder to see where Ivanova is, but Ivanova's a long way back, more than 10 metres now. Kiptum again is more than 10 metres adrift of that, and Tarova now will take the ovation of the crowd, led by the Prince of Monaco, Prince Albert, sitting just in front of us here in Stade Louis II, and the European champion, if she stretches for the line, she can break the stadium record. It stands at 9:21.8, up to the line she comes, and the stadium record goes. The European champion wins it, Tarova first, second place Ivanova, third place Kiptum, and the rest of them strung out around the track behind that. Closing lap, 68.32, and the European champion looked pretty impressive to me.
Very good run from Tarova. She looked good in the European Championships.